एक तो मुझे जानना है कि when did you find out, what was the moment you found out you were going to be captain, and did you think of the moment you were captain like, okay, what am I going to be like in the dressing room, because there's a new leader in the dressing room. तो एक तो कब पता चला आपको?
It's very interesting. If I'm not wrong, it was 2007 में हमारा इंग्लैंड का टूर चल रहा था. So they made me the vice captain for the limited over format ODI में. And then when the seniors, they were not coming for the T20 World Cup, there were, you know, very good chances that they'll make me the captain. So it was a new thing for me, frankly. Coming from Jharkhand, it was Bihar initially. I never thought I'll play for the country. You know, that was the first thing. So, you know, जब कंट्री खेलने का ही ड्रीम उतना बड़ा नहीं होता है तो यू कैन नॉट एवर इमेजिन इवन इन योर ड्रीम्स कि यू विल कैप्टन द साइड. सो इट वाज अ सरप्राइज फॉर मी. आई वाज हैप्पी, येस, but at the same time I said, how should I look at it? So I looked at it as an added role and responsibility that was given to me. Not to forget, I had seniors who were part of the side from long before. You know, I was relatively new. 2004 December I made my debut. So I was like, I'll just keep it as a role and a responsibility. I will never think about myself as a captain. I don't want to change myself in the dressing room. Yes, I have that responsibility of picking the 11. You know, on the field, I have to guide the fielders, take the bowling changes seriously, and I just kept it to that. Outside the field, I never showed to anyone or told anyone, you know, that as if I am the captain of the side, you need to do this, you need to do that, because when they are seniors in the side, you have to earn their respect. You know, that's one of the most important thing. If you are a leader, if you are a boss, you want to have the respect of the people you are leading or representing. So for me, that was my biggest challenge.
Yeah. So, how do you actually keep calm and cool when the situation is so, it looks almost next to impossible? Like one of the instances that I can think of is the India versus Bangladesh match where they required 1 run in 2 balls, right? 2 runs in 3 balls, and we won the match. Like, how do you kind of compose yourself in these sort of situations? Like, are you really cool inside, or is it just the, the exterior looks cool?
नहीं, पहला तो ऐसा लग रहा है ना मुझे बीच में बैठा के दोनों तरफ से गोलियां चल रही हैं. You know, but you know, it's a lot more fun because I can share my experience with you guys, and I've always been someone that believes in the process. You know, I'm not someone who looks at the result. So even in this scenario, I was never thinking, what if we lose the game? I was thinking, what can be done? You know, what should Hardik bowl? What is the field setting that I should have? You know, where whatever resources I have, what is the best way to make the most of the resources I have? You know, if I have half a glass of water, I don't think about the other half that is not there. So at that point of time, I'm thinking, okay, this is the length we need to bowl. If you're going for a Yorker, what are the pros and cons? The only thing is everything needs to happen very quickly. So you need to take the, I would say, a good decision at that point of time, because best decisions generally बाद में आते हैं. You know, boardroom में बैठेंगे आराम से सोचेंगे बात करेंगे, but a lot of times in cricket you don't have the luxury of time. So we kept it simple. We are like, you know, this is the length that you should bowl, and we'll take it from there. We'll take it 1 ball at a time, and it worked. You know, at the end of the day it worked. But the thing is not to think about the result. Result is a, you know, whatever you do, the process you are following, the byproduct is the result. So if you need to revisit, you revisit the process. Yeah. You know, result, it's more like a learning. You know, it tells you what went wrong. So you take the learnings out of it. You don't carry that excess baggage on your head. Oh, I lost, this happened, that happened. No, it's all irrelevant. You lost, you accept that loss. And the only way to move forward is to take the learnings out of it.
Speaking of learnings, my wife. Yes, yes. I always wondered, you know, you have the brand of being captain cool, right? तो जब आपको फीडबैक देना होता था कोई क्रिकेटर को, तो आप कैसे फीडबैक देते थे कि ये चेंज करना है? लाइक वाज देयर अ पर्टिकुलर अप्रोच जो सबसे इफेक्टिव रहा है?
Like in our environment, I always preferred one-on-one. If you see, Indians, we are emotional people. You know, I know the whole world is turning and saying, you know, we need to be much more professional. But our strength is that emotion, you know, as simple as that. We are the only country that has maybe 10,000 patriotic songs. You know, we have songs for our family, we have songs for wife, brother, sister, everything. So we run on emotion. So I always believe one-on-one works for a simple reason. Let's say if I'm addressing a team, let's say even in business, there are like 14, 15 people in a room. And if you point finger at someone, all of a sudden he feels bad about it. The thing is, he's not hearing or listening to what you are saying. He has just felt bad and he doesn't like it. So I always prefer talking one-on-one. One-on-one में ये होता है कि, let's say if I say a sentence to him in front of 15 people, he will feel bad. If I take him to a side and maybe add a few more grammar or adjectives to it, you know, he will still be fine with it.
तो प्लेयर को कोने में लेके जाके ओ श्री वहाँ पे गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है तेरी अलग से बोल देते
No, these things so you can say on television also, you know, because basically what you mean is everything is happening here. Why are you looking on the other side? So as simple as that.
Do you remember any example of, you know, someone was having a tough time and you gave them some particular feedback that really helped them? कुछ याद है आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक?
ऐसा काफ़ी बार होता है. वो थोड़ा हनुमान की तरह होता है. You know, जब लंका जाना था समुंदर के ऊपर से, तो हनुमान जी always had that power in him, but he was not aware about it. So जब आपको प्रेशर सिचुएशन में जब आप आते हैं, तो कई बार आप अपनी स्ट्रेंथ जो होता है, you know, आप वो भूल जाते हैं. You stop believing in yourself. So others, your teammates are believing in you, but the first person that loses faith is you yourself. You know, on the talent that you have. So कई बार वापस बोलना पड़ता है कि, you know, this is your strength. You know, these are the places that we can work. But as of now, keep working on the strength that you have, because your strength will get you out of the difficult situation. So usually a lot of times what we have felt is, even मतलब टाइम को हम लोग गेज करते हैं, कई बार आपको टेक्निकल चीज़ें सही करने का टाइम नहीं होता है. सो यू से कि लीव दैट असाइड. व्हाट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट राइट नाउ इज दिस मैन फॉर मी इन द टूर्नामेंट. So a lot of time you even give them false confidence. Because it is important. A confident guy is much better than a talented guy who always keeps questioning himself.
That's very true. Yeah.
So, you know, again what it depicts is you have to make the most of what you have. So we have a 15-member squad or a 16-member squad. उसमें से ही player खेलेंगे, उससे ही हम जीत के आगे बढ़ेंगे. So what's the best way in which we can perform to 80 or 90% of the potential that we have?
You have of course helped many players in their journey, my boy, but as a leader, you know, you have to be strong. You have to not show your emotions. You have to, no matter जो भी हो रहा है, आपको एक strong face दिखाना होता है. But how do you be vulnerable? कभी आपको किसी चीज़ की मदद की ज़रूरत है. You know, were you able to be emotional in front of the other players कि विराट मुझे ये तकलीफ हो रही है, या हार्दिक, you know, I'm having trouble with this. Were you able to be vulnerable? Is that something that you ever did?
No. Irrespective of how strong you are, irrespective of whether you are a leader or not, there will be times when you will also feel the same kind of pressure. It's just that I'm not very good at expressing. I don't express much. I keep things to myself, you know, so that's how I deal with it. You know, the good thing with me is I try to be in the present. So once I'm inside, once I'm in the situation, I don't think too much about whether I'm in form or I'm out of form. For me, okay, what is needed? I bat at 5, 6 or 7. What does the team need from me as of now? So once I start thinking about the process that I need to follow when I'm there, I don't have enough time to think about whether I'm in form, I'm not in form. Did I score match runs in the last game? Whether this bowler got me out? So all these things become irrelevant. So again, you go back to the process, you have belief in yourself. क्योंकि क्रिकेट में फॉर्म एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो किसी ने देखा नहीं है. You know, एक बंदा 3 मैच 4 मैच में 0 पे आउट हो जाता है, फिर वो 100 बना देता है. So it's an abstract. Form is an abstract. You know, it comes in 10 minutes, it goes in 10 minutes. So we never know when that 10 minutes will come. So you have to be positive, you have to believe in the process, you have to be aware of the situation, and that's what gets you out of trouble.